Hello, this is Rose Splickle from Munden, Kansas. I'm selling out my inventory of stained glass and sandblast etching systems. I wanted to tell you that it has been a whirlwind the last 60 days. I've sold all my whole half and smaller cut glass sheets, sold the bevels, bevel clusters, a lot of my things, but I still do have two, four, six, seven containers of this scrap glass. And I'll be showing you the rest of what I've got left here too in the studio. As you can tell, I just went ahead and put it in these totes. Each tote is weighed up, and there's a variety of really nice size pieces of scrap glass. Didn't know for sure how to price those, but I'm doing it $5 a pound, and so I wanted to show you those. Something new that I haven't pulled out yet was the stained glass professional magazines. There are 10 in each lot, and so that's how I'd like to sell them. $4 a magazine, so it's $40 per lot since there's 10 of them. I just put out 7 lots right here on the table so you could see what you might get if I mail these to you. I have over 290 magazines altogether, so this is just 70 of them. Just to give you an idea, I would mail them media mail. I weighed this up, and it's basically 6 pounds, came to $8.38. Depending on where I would mail it, it might be a little bit more, but that gives you an idea of what that would be. There's 10 magazines in this 10 by 13 manila envelope. Also, I went ahead and just to see what it would be, I put 30 magazines. It's not books, it's magazines in this medium flat rate box. That's how many that this would hold. Before the beginning of the year, the flat rate was $21.95, but I do understand that that rate is actually going up. So however much, whether it be $2 or $3 more, we'll have to see what that is. Now I'm over here, so I wanted to show you some things that I have left in this cabinet. There's only 2 shelves of products that are for sale, and I've got a work apron right there, but also I have this Cascade cane bender for zinc, copper, and lead too, if you want to use it for that. Anyway, that's $50. Also on this other shelf, I have some grousing pliers and lead nippers still left, and you can see those. I have a few. Also, I have half bag of suction cups, the blue squeegees, 3 soldering irons. I did have them at 35. I just went ahead and reduced them for $20. I let one of them go the other day for that, so I'll keep them at 20. I also have a replacement head if you happen to need that. There's the number, and I think originally I had $12 on it. I could probably come down to 10 on it. There are 2 Weller. I used to use a Weller soldering iron. Here are 2 replacement tips. If you need to see the numbers a little bit better on that, you can contact me. All right, and then brass reinforcement strip, the de-braiding or de-solder braid. That's always a nice thing to have on hand. And then finally in this box, I just have a few things. The X-Acto knife, a brush, polishing powder, and a couple safety glasses for sale. Okay, that does it for that cabinet. And then I wanted to look up here with you and show you that I do still have some samples left. Once again, didn't know how to price them, so I just weighed them up, and they're per pound, $5 per pound. So that's what those are. And then coming back to the table, I wanted to show you 3 boxes that I now have left, and it's project pieces. And once again, selling that $5 per pound per box. And this one, if you're into making lamps, here's some fruit that you can use. Lots of other things in there to start projects or finish them. This box actually looks like pieces for mosaic, but big enough though, I guess you could probably put them in a project too. Also, there's some sample pieces, really nice size little squares to use in projects too. So, all right, just wanting to come back around, and I'm going to show you just a couple more things, and then we're going to let you go. So I'm going to be showing you the display racks. Use those for, sorry about the mess on the floor. Use those for craft shows. If my studio would have been bigger, I would have used them in here on a consistent basis too. But I had them in storage and now they're out. Altogether, there's 4 pieces to it. There's 2 bases and then 2 wings. And now it's probably kind of hard to see what I've got here. There's the dog laying outside because I'm here in the studio. That's Patches. Anyway, it's 114 inches all the way across if you set it all the way up. And it's 4 feet tall for display area. Otherwise, there's legs on it, of course, and those legs make it over 5 feet from the floor on up. Now, the last thing, second to the last thing I wanted to show you was sandblasting system that are still for sale. I have this sandblasting unit right here, and then also have this from a professional company. Just wanted to remind you, if you haven't seen this video before, that I also have a handmade sandblasting cabinet. And this is my husband made this. If you haven't did sandblasting before, you know how to do it, then that's great too. But you know, your hand goes in here with your glove on, and then your project, what you're working on, your glass, goes in this door here. There's lights and capabilities for ventilation on that. Down here is silicone oxide abrasive. There's probably 100 pounds in that tin container. So that, and then I'm just gonna swing over here so you can see that I have 200 pounds of this sand, super blast sand. It's fine. It's 80 to 50 grit is what that is. And so the sandblasting sand and the silicon oxide, that would be included with someone who purchases the sandblast system. Okay, and then the last thing I want to show you is my inventory list. I wanted to make sure that you have my contact information, so I'll leave that here for just a little bit so you can write that down. Also, I'm going to be posting pictures along with a link to this video. One thing that I haven't showed you, I've talked about it but have not showed it to you, is there's over 14 vintage windows that are ready for sale. Some are ready for repair, others are whole that don't need any repair. I'm going to price them real reasonable, and there are some that are going to be just free that I'm going to throw in. If you buy one, I might give you a second one free. So I'll be posting pictures for those too. I'm not going to be showing them on this video, at least not this time around. All right, you guys, thanks a lot for sticking in here with me watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Here's a few more of those stained glass books that I have that I'm selling in lots. All right, you take care, and I hope to talk to you later on sometime. Thanks a lot. Make arrangements to come out.